Given the title of this video, I have compiled a list of questions that I do not want asked ever again. And for context, there was a tragedy in my family that happened 7 months ago, and ever since that happened, every single day I get hit up with one of these questions, and it has to come to an end. So I decided to make this video to communicate to everyone to please not ask that question. And for even further context, what happened in January is an alleged murder that occurred between two of my family members that I'm currently dealing with and working through. Question number 1. How is your brother doing? Or interchangeably, how is your brother feeling? I don't know how I'm supposed to know how my brother is doing or feeling. I'm not with my brother. My brother is in jail. And there's no way that I can know how he's doing. It's also very lazy to ask me that question because you can get in contact with him anytime that you want. And it's also really insensitive towards me to put that emotional baggage on me to communicate to you the things that you should be able to find out on your own. Please don't ask me how he's doing ever again. If you want to know, you can go find him. Question number 2. This is the worst question that I've ever been asked in my entire life. But it's, how did it happen? This is not a movie or a fiction novel. This is my life. And I don't know why I need to sit and tell you a tragic story on the couch as if it is so, as if it's entertainment. What are you going to do with that information? There's nothing that you can do except maybe tell the next person. So what is your motive for finding out? I asked very nicely, but very sternly, don't ask me that question. It's very disrespectful. Respect my space, my family, and the fact that I'm healing from this and I don't want the wound to be reopened in random conversations. Question number 3. Please don't ask me, how are you sustaining yourself? That is also none of your business. Are you going to contribute towards my sustainability? Are you going to give me any money? Are you going to give me any resources? If the answers to those questions are no, then it is none of your business to know and understand how I'm making it. You're just being nosy. And I'm not loving it. Please, again, respect my space, respect that I'm healing, and just be a shoulder to lean on. And also, even if you want to help in any way with resources or money, that still does not mean that you have the right to inquire and impede on my life and how I sustain myself. That's just none of your business. But thank you. You know, if you can help, thank you. But let's not go further than that. So now that I've given you all these questions that I do not want asked, I just have something else to add on that's not question related. The situation at hand is rare, and a lot of people around me do not have experience in dealing with it. And so pretending to have the experience, i.e. giving me advice on what I should and should not do, is also really inappropriate because you don't know how it feels. You probably don't know how it feels to be in your 20s and to have lost both of your parents tragically and your only sibling. Probably don't and cannot, will not ever be able to relate. And that is a blessing. So you're overstepping when you try and tell me what I should do. Please don't. And also how I should feel, how I emote. That's a little disrespectful. Well, actually a lot disrespectful, because you don't know what I do when I'm in closed doors by myself. You don't know how much energy it takes for me to exit my apartment in a way that I want to show up in the world. So keep your opinions to yourself. So now that I've given you this list of don'ts, we're gonna move on to the do's. So do number 1, inquire. Hey Jamila, how do you feel? And when I tell you how I feel, the best thing you can do is just be a listening ear. You don't have to give advice. You don't really have to say much, but listening and asking, perfect. That's all I need. Number 2, how can I be of assistance to you? Oh my gosh. There's so many things that I have to handle on my own. So there's work that anyone could possibly help me with if they wanted to. And I really appreciate it as well. And what are some ways to assist me? Well, there's a never-ending list of things that I need to do to kind of button up things with my dad's affairs. It's a lot of coordinating and logistic work. Also, if you know of any great body workers or healers that would help me, or that you could recommend that I talk to help me through this healing process, that would be really helpful. Or if you're in town and you want to be of assistance, taking me to the beach. Very simple option, doesn't require very much. Overall, I'll just say that being a shoulder to cry on is honestly the best thing that anyone can do for me in this situation. I don't need much else than that. The questions, the poking, the being nosy, that's that ish I don't like, to be honest. Just stop. Well, that's the video. Those are the things I wanted to share with you. And tune in later for some more less intense content. Because I'll be back talking to you about my healing journey and what I'm doing to work through all of this. If you have any questions, want to get to know me, feel free to hit me up. Talk to you later. Signing out, Jamila the Beautiful.